The following program may contain coarse language, violence, nudity, mature subject matter, or scenes which may not be suitable for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
All Hit Radio.
Welcome to the X Zone, a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. Now, here's your host, Rob McConnell.
And welcome to the X Zone, everyone. I am Rob McConnell. Here it is, a Friday night. Friday. Let me see. It's the 14th of September. Geez, at the end of the month, it's Halloween. And then Remembrance Day in November and followed in December by Christmas. My Lord, where did the year go, Craig? That's what it is when you do 4 shows a night, 5 nights a week. It all adds up very fast, and the time goes by so fast. But it's always great having you here, members of the X Zone Nation around the world, because this is truly a place where people dare to believe and dare to be heard. It's a place where fact is fiction and fiction is reality. And we come to you Monday through Friday from 10 p.m. Eastern until 2 a.m. Eastern, right here on the Talkstar Radio Network, the X Zone Broadcast Network, the Mutual Broadcast Network, and around the world streaming TV on Simul TV Channel 54, which is the X Zone TV channel. Now, if you'd like to subscribe to Simul TV and get not only the X Zone TV channel, but other great channels, including the Sony Movie channel, just go to visit www.xz. I'm sorry, that's my website. No, we're not selling it. www.simultv.com. Our first guest tonight is from Calgary, Alberta, here in Canada. He is a songwriter, musician, storyteller. And joining me now from Calgary is Mark Sebastian. Mark, welcome to the X Zone.
Thank you very much, Rob. Thank you for having me.
Great having you with us. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as far as my history with music and how that came about, really all my life, I've been an athlete, and someone who enjoyed sports to a high degree. And eventually, when my playing days were over, I realized there was a bit of a gap. Something was missing, and I'd always had a love for music. I remember as a child or a young boy growing up, delivering papers on those cold days in Saskatchewan. I'm from Saskatchewan originally. I would listen to my transistor radio and all the great music that was always playing, whether it was Motown or whatever. I was just a huge fan, and that seemed to get me through. It kept my walk light, and it gave me the extra energy. And I like to move to the music. And I discovered later on in life, after my playing days were over, that I wanted to do something with regards to music. But I'd never picked up a guitar and never written a song, so I didn't really didn't know where to start. But there was a day, I'm not sure why this day was any different from any other day, but I had some time on my hands and I was listening to a song on the radio, one of my favorites, Werewolves of London. And yeah, that's a great one. I love it. It's one of my favorites. So I listened to it. I thought, that's such an interesting song, because it's about a monster, really, and nothing else out there these days. Anyway, you don't hear any songs about monsters. And right then and there, it started. I said to myself, why don't you have some fun and write a song about a monster? And then I decided, well, who's it going to be? So I thought about it a little while. I thought, I can't remember a great song about vampires that comes to mind. I thought, you know what, that's what I'll do. And my daughter was living in LA at the time, dancing and doing some modeling there. And I went to visit her a few times, and I really started to enjoy the LA landscape. And of course, in LA with movies and TV, the Twilight Zone, there's always something about vampires. And of course, Bela Lugosi was a famous vampire from back in the 40s or 30s.
Oh my gosh, yeah, great.
So here I am. I go, okay, how do you write a song? And so I was like, okay, well, why don't you just look up Werewolves of London? And so I did. So I listened to it, and then I read the lyrics, and then I looked at the structure of the song, how the the chorus, the verses, and okay, I thought because this is my first song, I'm just going to copy the structure. So I copied the verse structure and started out with my first line, which was, I could have swore I saw Bela Lugosi. And I'm not sure why and then once I had that line, I was off to the races. And so the verse or the chorus ended up being much, much different from the Werewolf chorus, and the song turned out great. And it's just released with Aliens and Bob, but that's the start for me of songwriting. And I thought, I really enjoyed that. That was fun. I felt good about it. And then I couldn't stop after that. Ideas would come to me everywhere from, so off I went, but I still wasn't playing a guitar. I still wasn't playing a keyboard. So basically it was in my head. I could actually sing the song in my head. When I wrote it, I could actually sing it. And I thought, well, if I can sing it, then I think I'm halfway there. So I kept writing these songs, and what happened was I would watch documentaries. I love documentaries about Egyptians.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Who doesn't? I just couldn't get enough of them. So I'm watching them. I thought, that's it. I'm going to write a song about Egyptians. so the next day I did some research, and then I started writing a song about it. It's called Rockin' the Egyptian, and it's one of my favorite little tunes. It was recorded already once, but we haven't released it. We're going to be making some changes to it, but it's a fun little song. So that's where I got my ideas from, all the medium kind of what I saw out there, and especially the documentaries I watched. And the next one was Hopscotch. I watched a documentary about children in Bangladesh who had a tough time growing up. They didn't have any schooling.
Gosh,
yeah. And so I wrote a song called Hopscotch about kind of these kids, trying to be allowed to go to school, allowed to be children as opposed to working when they're 8 years old. So and then Aliens and Bob, well, that's the next story. And of course that was Bob Lazar. There was a special on Netflix, and I don't remember what it's called. It could be just called Area 51 and Bob Lazar. I don't know what it's called, but so I forget how many years ago it came out. But I love anything about aliens and UFOs. I'm very interested in it, and I find it fascinating. So I watched it. I know I was done watching it. I said, yeah, you need to write a song about aliens. So where do you start? And I thought I was going to write a song about Bob Lazar. I really did, because that was a documentary. But what I decided to do was, like many of my songs, I decided to do research. So what happened was I would research the subject, UFOs, aliens, and I would come up with 4 or 5 pages of information. I would jot things down. You can see some of these pages here.
Yeah.
So this is all Aliens and Bob. So if you look at it, there was research and there's information about the War of the Worlds. There's information on Art Bell and the caller from 97. Do you remember the Art Bell caller from 97?
No, I don't.
Okay, so that was a caller called in, and it was someone saying that they were an ex-employee of Area 51, and that they were they left the job because of mental illness, and the caller was just going crazy on the phone. And if you ever get a chance to listen to this, it really sends chills up your spine if you do. And so I started to research. I had all this research, and eventually I whittled it down, and there was these stories about the Tic Tac UFOs. You're familiar with the Tic Tac UFOs?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Absolutely. So the fighter pilots and USS Nimitz. So eventually the story, when I whittled it down to the verses, I had maybe 7 or 8, then it went down to 4, and then finally 3. We've got some information there about the fighter pilots, USS Nimitz. We've got information there about the constellation Andromeda. And then probably your favorite verse is, on the coast, the paranormal radio show boasts it's good to know we're not alone. Then a caller from Area 51 stuns with memories of his alien son. So that's the verse that got us, kind of over the top. But luckily, I had the tic-tac-toe experience, and so I wanted to write something fun for the chorus. But what to do with tic-tac? And I said tic-tac, 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 and then I decided, well, if I call it tic-tac-toe, I think I can rhyme something in there. So it ended up being, so tic-tac, tic-tac-toe, 1, 2, 3, 4 UFOs. So tic-tac, tic-tac-toe, 1, 2, 3, 4 UFOs. Where did they come from and where did they go? Adios, amigo. So that's how that's how it got constructed in the end. And of course, again, I had no guitar. So this is all in my head still.
Okay.
And do you have any questions?
No, what we're going to do is we're going to go for a break right now. And when we come back, we're going to play Alien and Bob in its entirety. And then I should have some questions for you. Charlie Rumba is our special guest. Great having you with us. Thanks very much for contacting us. I sincerely appreciate it.
That's fun.
Explanation will be back on the other side of this break. And if you'd like to, after you hear Alien and Bob, you want to listen to it again and 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 again, just Google it. It's that simple. Just Google Alien and Bob, and it's all over the internet on every streaming service. This is the X, and I'm Rob McConnell. Charlie Rumba and I return on the other side of this break. Don't go away. Well, it looks like we're having a bit of a technical issue here. Our producer is trying to figure out what the heck happened. Maybe he said the file was taken back by the aliens, but he's going to keep trying. Okay. Charlie Rumba is our special guest. Hey, Charlie, welcome back. And so tell us, you've got this song in your head, but you don't know how to play any instruments. What happened? Well, where did you go from here?
Yeah, where did I go from here? Well, I moved physically from one location to the other. And in the new place that I moved to, it was fully furnished. And so the individuals who own the home, for some, it was meant to be. We started talking, and they were lovely people. And so I sit down, I said, I love this place. I'm going to take it. And they were happy to have me. And so I'm looking around, and here in the corner is this acoustic guitar. So this acoustic guitar is sitting in the corner. And so by this time I had written probably 20 or 30 songs. So they were starting to pile up. So the guy says, so Mark, listen, if you want to play that guitar, go ahead. And I thought to myself, that's just strange, because the timing is probably just perfect. So lo and behold, it was sitting there, but I didn't pick it up for probably 2 months, I think. I looked at it, I thought, Mark, you need to see if you can put these songs to music. And then the one day I said, okay, pick it up and give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? So I picked it up.
I think he's got it.
Does he? Let's hear it. We're close.
Craig, have you got this on the audio speaker? Hi, Craig. No, we're not. Craig, we're not hearing it over here. No, sorry, Craig, we didn't hear it.
It'll come sooner or later here.
Yeah, he's working on it. I can tell you that.
Yeah. And so with regards to the guitar, slowly but surely, then I started picking it up every day. And I could play some simple chords, and Aliens and Bob was one of the first ones. I just put a couple simple chords to it. It started strumming away, and then I recorded it and thought, Mark, that sounds pretty good. Even with my singing voice, which is not that good, and even with some basic playing, I thought, it's pretty good. So once I realized it was decent, I thought, well, here we go. The rhymes and everything fell into place wonderfully. And
right.
Just to backtrack a bit, before Aliens and Bob, what kind of got me going was I had 20 or 30 songs written, and my daughter, Lara, who was living in LA at the time, she called me a week before my birthday and she says, Dad, those songs you wrote, all those songs? I said, yeah. She goes, which ones are your favorite? Tell me which ones are your favorite. So I told her which ones my favorites were. And she goes, could you do me a favor? She said, could you send them to me, and could you sing them to me? Sing them to me, she said. I said, oh, okay, no problem. So I sent her some recordings on the phone, just some basic stuff. And, I knew she was up to something, she's always up to something, and that's great. So my birthday comes. It was the day of my birthday. She sends me these files. It was, I think, three. She had found 3 musicians, 3 bands in LA to record 3 of my songs for my birthday.
Isn't that wonderful?
And so I'm listening to them. One was Vampires of LA. It was recorded originally by someone in LA. I've since redone it, but the other one was Rockin' the Egyptian. Space Cadet was another one. So I'm listening to these songs, and I swear to God, I almost cried, because I thought, number one, that was such a sweet thing to do. But number two was like, they sound good. Because really, how would I know? I thought they had made nice poems, but are they is someone gonna sing them and say, oh yeah, okay, this sounds good? So that was kind of just a backtrack. That's how that started, and how the confidence started to build. But once I got the acoustic guitar going, then I was starting to roll, and that's great. So Aliens and Bob was born, and speaking about songs about UFOs and aliens and space, Rob, what's your favorite song about aliens or space or UFOs? Do you know? Tell me.
Yeah, it's a song
besides Aliens and Bob.
Yeah, well, of course. It's a song called God Bless the UFO, and I don't know if you've ever heard it.
I've never heard it. Now,
okay,
it's a true song.
I think you'll.
Well, I just got back from Roswell, where the aliens have been. And if you ask the feds the cause, well, they'll only lie again. Now I'm hunted by the gumshoes, and I'm wanted by the cops, 'cause they think that I might be the guy making circles in the crops. And I know that there's a conspiracy from the voices in my head. Elvis lives, that's clear to me. It's McCartney who is dead. And if the Mars men should come again and take me, I will go. I will take a trip on their rocket ship. God bless the UFO. Give JFK this message. It's the Cuban Army's fault. And I know that Dave Koresh is alive inside a vault. We've seen reports in papers of a guy who knows about a car that runs on chewing gum, but the Arabs rubbed him out. And we loudly warn that America is badly unprepared. With the Cold War through, we need something new that can get you good and scared. Do you wonder just who is warning you of conspiracies today? We're the ones who fill the rumor mill. We We are the CIA.
Well, that was something.
That is my favorite song, my second favorite song, and we're still trying to get yours up here. We can't understand what happened to it because it was in the queue right next to that one.
So yeah, the CIA.
Yeah, of course.
In that particular at the end there, and that was when I watched the Bob Lazar documentary. The whole idea with him kind of being, in his words, kind of harassed by the CIA, or they broke into his home looking for element 115. That really intrigued me. And I thought, well, that's what I'm gonna write the song about. I'm gonna write the song about the injustice and not believing him and all that. But in the end, I had all this other content that was so rich, and Bob did get into the song, but really he got into it at the very end, where I talk about belief. Do you believe in angels? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in Bob? And if seeing is believing, where have the faithful gone? So tell us what you know now. Please tell us what you saw. So tell us what you know now. Please tell us, Bob Lazar. So that's where Bob gets into the song. So he gets in, but the singer of this song said, "Oh, the UFO song. It's a UFO song." I thought maybe we should call it the UFO song. But I had this thing where for me, it had to be aliens and Bob. I don't know why.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you want it? Should it be the UFO song?
Actually, there is a song called the UFO song.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Are you going to play it for me?
No, we don't have it.
Okay.
We don't have it here in this queued up here, but no, there is the UFO song, and there are so many different ways of looking at UFOs. Have you ever seen a UFO?
No, not up close and personal, other than what I've seen through everyone else's eyes, in the medium, TV, etc. But I would, that's kind of, it's on my bucket list, actually. I mean, where do I go where there's a lot of UFOs? Where can I stand? Where can I camp? Where I can that would be so exciting. It's like searching for Bigfoot, it's like, it sounds so exciting. Even if you didn't see one, I think it would still be so exciting.
You and I have to take a break. Please stand by. We're going to see if we can find out whatever happened to aliens and Bob. Charlie Rumba is our special guest, and we'll be back on the other side as we continue here in the X Zone from our broadcast center in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. And we're back. Our guest this hour is Charlie Rumba, and where's Charlie gone? Hello, Charlie. Oh, there you are. Still can't find it. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a little bit of a pause here. And I'm going to zip down to the office and get it, and we're going to load it. But we're going to play you something very interesting right now. It's a bit of a show that we did a couple of years ago with Denise Stoner, who is an alien abductee. So, Craig.
Wow. Cool.
So hopefully, Craig, are you able to cue that up for me, please? He's doing that right now. And where is it, Craig? I can't see it, buddy. And we're gonna get back to our good friend here, Charlie, because guess what I found, Charlie?
Hey, you know what? I think it's aliens and Bob.
toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, you wait for. So it's tick tight, tick tack toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, you wait for. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they go? Me, on training maneuvers over the Pacific, fighter pilot from the USS Nimitz, spotted at night, unidentified discs, no wings, no rotors, no sound, just a zipper, so stick tight, tick tight, toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, UFO, so stick tight, tick tight, toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, UFO. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where the ocean of me go? Do you believe in angels? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in both? If seeing is believing, where have the faithful gone? So tell us what you know now. Please tell us what you saw. So tell us what you know now. Please tell us what you saw. Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in God? Do you believe? 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 Do you believe?
Pretty darn good, my friend. Pretty darn good.
Well, I hope you like that song because you had me on your show, so I hope you like this song.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Well, that's it's so exciting. I mean, I've heard the song many times because when you work on a song, when you record it, when you make a video for it, eventually you end up having to listen to it. How many times? I'm not going to say 1,000, but a lot of times. So eventually you want to just let it go and okay, bye, see ya, and eventually you welcome it back, and I still get a little bit of chills when I listen to it, and if I haven't listened to it for a while. Now, this song couldn't have happened without some people. Amelia Bushell from Vancouver, an amazing singer. I picked her out of a group of 50 female vocalists on a website called soundbetter.com. So most of this song was done remote. So I heard her voice and I thought, oh my God, this voice is perfect for what I want. And as soon as I contacted her, she was so excited. She was, oh yeah, no, I'm a big alien girl. And she's like, I'm so excited to do it. She said, oh, I love the lyrics. And she kept calling it the UFO song. And Amelia Bushell, you can find her on YouTube. She's an amazing singer. She has her own band from Vancouver. I think she moved to Montreal, but we keep in contact, and she'll be doing some more songs for me down the road. Gary Arturio was the producer of the song, and he was recommended by Amelia. Now, Gary's from Brooklyn. So Gary's worked on a few songs for me now and did a really excellent job with Aliens and Bob. His idea to put the keyboards in at the certain point there, it was perfect, but he just had a good feel for what we were doing, and I thank him so much. Last but not least, Kush is his name. I met him here in Calgary. Actually, I met his girlfriend at a farmer's market, and we started talking about music, and she said, my boyfriend plays guitar. I said, oh, okay, yeah, maybe we should get together. So what happened is we did get together, and I said, Kush, I have the song, Aliens and Bob. Do you want to help me with it? He goes, yes. He's from Darjeeling originally, India. They're Nepalese people, wonderful people. Oh, just the sweetest people in the world. And he can play a mean guitar. So I went to his apartment every Saturday for a month. We sat down. I sang as good as I could. I told him this is how it should go, and he's responsible for most of the electric guitars. So, Kush, thank you very much. So yeah, I'm the songwriter, and I got the idea for the melody and the structure, but it takes a village. takes a village to record a song. So I want to thank all those people, and hopefully we can do it again. I've got one called Rocket Kid. Which,
all right, we've got to take a break. Please stand by, X Zone Nation. I'm Rob McConnell. This is the X Zone. Our guest this hour is Charlie RUMBA, and he is the songwriter. He's a musician. He's a storyteller. He's from Calgary, Alberta, and we played finally Aliens and Bob. And we're going to talk more to Charlie about what his plans are for the future and a lot more. Still to go on tonight's show, we have a Swami in the next hour. And in our final hour tonight, we have Lloyd Auerbach. And anybody who knows anything about the paranormal knows Lloyd, because he is one of the originals when it comes to paranormal investigations and teaching paranormal investigations as well as parapsychology. That's still to come tonight here on the X Zone with yours truly, Rob McConnell, from our broadcast center and studios in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. All right, X Zone Nation, here's a question for you. Are you a believer or are you a skeptic? Either side, send me an email, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com. And for all you lovers of radio, if you'd like to listen to the X Zone 724 365, the X Zone broadcast network, that is, visit www.xzbn.net, or you can go to any of the major streaming services online, and we are there. You can listen to, let me see, Dr. Bernie Beitman, Dr. Gibbs Williams, Kevin Randall, Gwilda Wiyaka, yours truly. Roberta Grimes is there. Sharon Lynn Wyeth is there. And so many other great show hosts that we've had over the years. And we have all the archives there. And you know what? It's free with our compliments, because we want to get the words out there. We want people who've had these experiences, whether it's a ghost experience, whether it's a Bigfoot experience, whether it's a UFO experience, alien abduction, an experience in the Bermuda Triangle, wherever. We want them to know they are not alone. So all you need to do to feel as if you can come out of the closet, so to speak, as Gwilda said last night, www.xzbn.net. X Zone shows there going back, I think, some of them go back to 2014. Thousands of shows there, free to listen to with our compliments. If you want to watch the X Zone TV channel, 724 365, we have shows on Egyptology, we have shows on Templars, we have shows on conspiracies, cover-ups. What would happen if there was a meteor heading towards Earth? The entire story of NASA, conspiracy theories, the lunar hoax, for example, and much more. 724 365 at www.simultv.com. And the X Zone TV channel is channel 54. And If you like what we talk about and what you view here, and you want to read the X Chronicles newspaper, it's been published since 1993 every month. Just go to www.xchroniclesnewspaper.net. It's that simple, and it's free, again, with our compliments. Charlie Rumba is my special guest all the way from Calgary, Alberta. Great song, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. It really fell into place, and yeah, I couldn't be happier with it. It makes me happy. And speaking of what's happening in the future, I think before we left the air there, I was mentioning Rocket Kid. I've got a song I wrote called Rocket Kid, and I'd like to get that out there one day. I think this particular song is about an earthling. It's a little girl who grows up in a strange way on Earth, and just as maybe gender identity difficulty, she doesn't have that difficulty. She keeps looking up at the stars and thinks that she's from somewhere else. And so that's the basis of the song. And she dreams to get in a rocket and kind of go home. And so I'm hoping to get that put out here in the next year. And I'm going to read you the first couple of verses. And I want you to tell me if I should record this or not. Their scorpion was born under a blood orange sky. As Mercury and Mars, they comforted the night. Her mother was dazed, confused by the fight, with baby in arms by the morning light. They were stuck on a planet run by ones and zeros, where all the children dressed like superheroes, where information is the new religion, and only cowboys battle aliens. She was a tomboy, rough and tough as nails. She was bright-eyed, some kind of bushy-tailed. Loved to shake her Dr. Pepper, make it fizz. She was a star baby. She was a rocket kid. What do you think? Should I record that, Rob?
I love it. The mind just goes. I can actually see the ones and zeros, flashing in the back, and her looking up at the sky. Yeah, I think it would be great. Mind you, I don't know what the tune is like.
Yeah,
it's a great poem.
I think the chorus, she was a star baby, she was a rocket kid, she was a star baby, I don't know, something like that. Got to get the guitar going, and
there you go.
We'll come up with it. So, what's my favorite? What's your favorite song besides the one you mentioned to me? Some of the ones that come out to me is Space Odyssey by David Bowie, right?
Yeah, that's a great one. Commander Tom. Let me see.
Major Tom, right?
Major Tom, right.
So
and let me see. There's calling occupants of interplanetary space.
You know what? Very few people, when I ask them, what their favorite song about UFOs, very few people bring up that song. And that's maybe because it came out in the 70s with Karen Carpenter and the Carpenters, right?
Actually, they didn't do it first. It was a group called Klaatu.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yep.
See, I should have known that. But you know what? To me, it's always been a Like, what year was that came out?
Oh, God. It had to be in the 60s.
Wow. Before my time. Just slightly.
60s or 70s, Craig? 70s. Craig says 70s. Yeah.
So anyway, Calling Occupants. I love it. One of my favorites. The Carpenters. But I'm going to have to listen to the other one for sure. Space Odyssey by David Bowie. Probably
David Bowie, yeah, that's a great one.
Probably my favorite one, right? But Rocket Man is certainly up there, right?
Oh, definitely. Elton John.
But, it's funny. I talked to my buddy the other day about going on your show, and I talked to him about maybe things that we're going to talk about. And I said, some of these, I want to talk about some of these space songs. I said, Rocket. I said, Rocket Man. He goes, Rocket Man. He goes, that's not about space. He said. I go, what are you talking about? He goes, it's about Elton John. Bernie Taupin wrote it about Elton's life. Elton was living a life where he didn't feel he belonged, and he was like a rocket man in a different world because of the life he was leading, And so I thought to myself, wow, man.
But what the heck? You can put a song to anything that you want. If you can relate to it, you relate to it.
Yeah, exactly. And I appreciate what he said. And actually, I kind of think of it that maybe he was right. But to me, it's kind of still a song about a guy who likes to fly his rocket. But metaphorically, my songs are all written in a literal sense. I just don't have the metaphoric gift that a lot of people have. So mine are kind of what you hear, what you see is kind of what you get. But I'm working on trying to be more metaphoric, because I think if there's more left up to the imagination of the listener, I think then they can go to more places.
Hey, Charlie, I hate to do this, but we've run out of time for tonight. I want to thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm glad we got your song finally aired, and we'll be airing it we'll put it in rotation on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, the radio side.
Thank you for having me. I really had a great time.
You take care of yourself, and don't be a stranger. Come back and visit us again.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And keep warm in Alberta.
I will. You too. Take care.
All right, Charlie. Take care of yourself. And X-Zone Nation, if you'd like to listen to Aliens and Bob, all you need to do is just Google it. And there are plenty of places online where you can listen to it. And it's a great song. Just let your imagination roll with it. Theater of the mind. No, it really does work. That's it for this hour. I'll be back at the top of the hour as we continue here in the X-Zone from our broadcast center and studios in good old St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada.